Hey, what's going on? My name is Ryan Woodard, and I'm a computer science student at Western Governors University. Why did I choose to go to Western Governors University? I've spent the past 4 years working in architecture, and I knew fairly early on that I was not going to be an architect. I'm not going to pursue licensure. As interesting as it is to design buildings, and as much as I love a lot of that design process, the idea that you can make anything that you can imagine because it's all digital products, like that really excites me. And I think that offers opportunities that you don't necessarily get when you're dealing with physical materials or building materials to actually make these physical environments like the space that I'm in right now. But what led me to Western Governors University is I've been looking for a way to break into tech, and I actually heard a podcast on Free Code Camp where a guy was talking about his experiences at Western Governors University and how he was able to graduate in 6 months. That's pretty incredible. Now, I'm not trying to do 6 months. This guy obviously had coursework coming in and probably a little bit more of a background in computer science than I may have coming from architecture. But at least over the past year and a half, I have been teaching myself some front-end developing technologies such as HTML, CSS, and JavaScript as a way to try and break into tech. But as I'm learning more about those technologies and what you can kind of do with those and the roles you may typically have, I've started expanding what other fields of technology may interest me. And some of those other interests that I've been looking at are data scientists, or as a way to get into machine learning or artificial intelligence. So instead of trying to pursue a coding boot camp, that costs maybe $12,000 to $15,000, maybe $9,000 if you can find one that's affordable and has a good enough reputation, I decided that Western Governors University offers me a way to potentially spend less than I would at a coding boot camp and get a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, which is incredible. And I'm trying to do that degree in 1 year. I'm about 3 weeks in, so time's going. I need to get going. How I'm going to do that? I did transfer in some credit for my previous degree in architecture, so I'm coming in as a sophomore. And what that allows me to do is I only need to finish 3 years of school in 1 year. My goal to do that is to accomplish 3 terms in 1 6-month term. I'm used to taking courses simultaneously. That helps me to kind of keep the ball moving on all the different courses that I'm working on. What's really great about this approach is that by doing them simultaneously, sometimes you get bored with the content or the material that you're going over, and your brain just needs to take a day or so off from it. And when that happens, and maybe say like a scripting and programming course, I can then work on another course. It's difficult because that motivation to keep all things moving forward together is it's easy to kind of overlook a course. And I'm not gonna lie, I've done that actually with both my calculus and my network and security foundations courses. So the courses I'm taking for my first term are Introduction to IT, Web Development Foundations, Network and Security Foundations, and Calculus 1. I've taken Calculus 1 before previously, but unfortunately it's been more than 5 years. Network and Security Foundation is probably the toughest class I'm taking right now. It's very heavy on IT, and since that's not my major, I'm not naturally inclined or interested in that stuff. And you're learning a lot of very neat, very practical, very technical content. But again, that's not necessarily why I'm getting a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. Kind of what's helping me kind of do at least this first term within 2 months. But again, since I'm trying to graduate in June 2019, I need to accomplish 3 semesters or 3 terms within 1 6-month term period. It's going to be very aggressive, and that's the goal. But at the very minimum, I need to finish at least 2 terms so I can still be a junior beginning of 2019 in January, after we have all counted down to the grand new year. So I'll be updating this channel pretty frequently, even if it's just, oh, hey, I took my first test or I failed my first test, whichever comes, wherever it goes. But I'm actually looking to take 2 of my tests this week, hopefully on Friday. I haven't scheduled them yet, so I'm going to try and schedule them today. But I'm trying to test out of Web Development Foundations today and Introduction to IT, and then spend the next month and a week, I think, really just grinding and trying to get done Calculus 1 and Network and Security Foundations, so I can proceed on to my next term and set of courses for the next 2-month period. So yeah, that's it. That's what I'm doing at Western Governors University. That's why I'm at Western Governors University. I guess something that I wish I knew going in was that the reason that they give you 6 months to take the entire term is you take one course and complete it, and then you take the next course, complete it, And you do that for each of the courses that have been set up for you within your degree plan within the one term. So that's fine. And I know that some people have come in, with background in the industry or experience that they have, just maybe learning on their own. And they just keep forward. And that's really how you have to approach this. If you find that maybe you're moving through some of the courses faster than you may have expected, don't take that full 4 or 5 weeks that you're allotted, or 2 or 3 weeks that you're allotted. Go ahead and keep that ball moving, because eventually, as you get further into the upper level coursework, it's always going to get harder. Since it's a competency based, like, you're probably going to want to explore some of the ideas and concepts that you're learning so that you're able to better understand them. So that's how I'm doing it. That's how I'm going through it, trying to finish within a year. And I know that there are actually students who started almost 2 months ago, beginning of June. This is June? This is July 23rd right now. There are students that started this program June 1, 2018. And if you're one of them out there, I would love to hear about how your program is going for you so far, what you think, if you've gotten through any of your courses, if you've gotten through the first term. It's good. It'll be good for me just to kind of hear what you guys are going through. So subscribe, you can leave comments below. This is my journey to computer science degree, and I'd love to hear about your experiences to any degree program at Western Governors University. I'll see you guys next time, and ciao.